Hi, I'm Dave, and I know wrestling. Do you want another old wrestler that proves that WWE really doesn't care what they do with their tag titles? Do you want a wrestler who slept her way to the bottom? And do you want a wrestler who fans are forgetting that they used to refer to her as a dirty, no-good, $2 dime store trash bag? Then allow me to introduce to you my client for Dave Knows Honest Promos. And you know what, I just already did a whole bunch of nicknames for her, so let's just move on. My client, Amy Dumas or Lita. Behold, someone else who alongside Matt Hardy, Christian, and RVD proved that the only person who ever benefits out of having a program with Edge is really Edge. Because after their tawdry affair, Edge got nuclear levels of heat and was catapulted all the way to being the top heel in WWE. Meanwhile, Amy would get slut-shamed into retirement, which even Matt himself said was unfair. You know it's bad when the guy you cheated on is telling everyone to stop calling you a hoe, especially considering that once she really was a hoe. And that she was also an exotic dancer named Misty, which is how she paid for her wrestling training. You see that? Sometimes the money really does go to education. However, even with this being the case, Amy still turned down the opportunity to pose for Playboy, which resulted in her getting fired from her job on commentary for Sunday Night Heat. Wait, was this real life or was this a storyline? And the real irony is that despite this, Amy still had her bits exposed on national TV when she did that weird live sex celebration with Edge. Because, you know, that was a thing. Now apparently, the reason why Amy turned down the magazine is because she knew that she was a role model to many young girls out there. And let's face it, she is the reason why many women today have become professional wrestlers. Even though WWE tries real hard to make people think that it was all Trish Stratus. When in reality, Amy got way more women to lace up the boots out of the two of them, including women like AJ Lee, who were inspired by Amy to also date CM Punk, which was possibly just a taste of Amy's own medicine. But you know what? Let's put all that behind us, because when it's all said and done, Amy would have the last laugh, and she would wind up getting married and living happily ever after, while CM Punk, Edge, and Matt Hardy all wouldn't. And oh wait, I'm sorry, it's actually the other way around. Well, whatever, at least Amy got to create her very own wrestling program called Kayfabe, which she created alongside Gail Kim and Christy Hemme, a show that only got about 15% of their funds on Kickstarter. Yeesh, who is still using Kickstarter in 2020? Okay, well anyway, as a result of that show not working out, Amy is now back in WWE, and she's taking it right to AEW, showing them that they're not the only promotion that can take an old head and partner them up with a current wrestler for no apparent reason. Although it does seem kinda odd that the only man that wants to partner up with Amy these days is Becky Lynch. However, even with all that being so, there is a chance that this might be Amy's best on-screen relationship. Since besides the previously mentioned Matt and Edge, Amy would be attacked by Essa Rios, have an on-again, off-again relationship with her best frenemy Trish Stratus, and was also forced into having sex with, getting impregnated by, and almost marrying Kane of all people. Kane. Which of course would lead to that terrible storyline with Gene Snitsky, where he got to punt a baby into the crowd. It's good! In the end, if you want a wrestler that was doing intergender wrestling before it was cool, a wrestler who might have been told that they suck more times than Kurt Angle, and a wrestler who would shatter the glass ceiling by moonsaulting right through it, only to then get hit with the double standard anyway. Then allow me to introduce to you my client for Dave Knows Wrestling's Honest Promos. Lita Skeeter, Amy Dumbass, Miss Congenital, not Rebby Sky, not AJ Lee, not Beth Phoenix, and it's definitely not Snitsky's fault. Amy Dumas or Lita. You know, that storyline where Mickie James was obsessed with Trish Stratus was really supposed to be about Lita instead. What is up with blondes from Toronto taking what's not theirs?